trying to platinum it?
Yeah, it was. It sucks having to look at the trophies every so often. Can't remember what all I gotta do to platinum. I think it's just a bunch of hidden trophies.
Oh, really?
Actually, I think I might play with the developer commentary on. Oh, that might be a trophy.
Yeah.
So, did we already introduce ourselves? Should we do it again for real? Who's gonna start? Peter.
Hi, I'm Peter Chan, and I'm the lead artist.
You drew that painting right there, right?
Yes, I did, yes.
Okay.
I'm Larry Ahern, lead animator.
You killed that bird.
And I think that was a Leela scene.
Oh, okay.
She's the animal killer.
I like the mustache tree, isn't that last shot, Peter? I'm Tim Schaefer, co-project leader of this lovely game.
And I am Dave Grossman, other project leader and designer and writer along with Tim of this lovely game.
That should have been our titles, co and other.
Co and other, yeah.
Clint Bajakian, one of the composers.
Peter McConnell, one of the composers.
Nice. The game has begun, you guys. Okay, so we saw the lovely, what was the name of that classical music that plays during the opening voice?
Rossini, William Tell Overture. It's the quiet part of the William Tell Overture.
There's two classical pieces that need mourning in cartoons.
Yes, there's that one, and then there's... And the other one is... That's from... Where is that from?
I don't remember.
It might be
These guys are retarded.
or something. That's a good guess.
It's not another place in the Rossini, is it?
No, I think it's Peer Gynt. I think.
But for that opening scene with the music, we actually got the score and sequenced the ink into the MIDI sequencer.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the big panning sequences, like wide pieces of art for the game.
Oh, the room shot? It was a double room?
Mm-hmm. And I noticed there's a poster with an L from Laverne and Shirley on that poster back there.
Here's one of our giant animation scenes.
How did you lip sync back then? Because we didn't have any tool. Nowadays we use a tool for lip syncing. Do you just by hand?
I think we just timed it out like the old-fashioned time machine.
Now that was for the cinematics, but for the in-game, wasn't it Eric Wilmunder?
Yeah.
I thought it just blah 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 chattered.
I think the in-game was just on-off with audio on-off.
Yeah, there's no actual lip syncing for the majority of the game,
So it's
which
just
is funny since I have gotten many compliments on the lip syncing for this game over the years.
Because it loops around, and every percentage of the time it's on, right?
Well, because I remember Eric.
Yeah, I think Eric designed some kind of an algorithm for making the lips move to the level of volume.
Yeah.
Right. If there
Of the
are pauses,
waveform, of the
pauses in
waveform.
the audio, it
Waveform,
stops
yeah.
moving the lips.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now these credits were done by Kyle Balda.
That's
You're
right.
saying entirely on his internship?
Yep.
So wait, did we not pay for these credits? Or did we pay for them?
You got paid, right?
I think so, yeah. He took time. This is Peter, the other Peter. We took time out of CalArts. He came and spent some time with us, and we gave him this intro as an internship, and he did a fabulous job.
Seems like a funny thing to do. Like, hey, you're an intern. You've never done this before. Do you want to do the entire animated intro? The most.
But I remember when he did, when he finished something, he shared it with us. We were all blown away by it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The most iconic signature piece. Can you hurry and finish that before you go back to school?
Set the entire
That's right.
tone for the look of our game, and
It was excellent.
I would later learn that was the perfect piece to have Kyle work on because he was colorblind, it turns out.
I didn't know that.
I saw him working on something else and he had other people picking his colors for him.
Oh, interesting. There was another 3D artist we had there in B Building that was colorblind too, and it was one of those things where people were just kind of, have you noticed everything he does the
No
reds
home
don't make
skillet.
sense or whatever. I couldn't remember what it was.
Oh, the cow. I always get really happy watching these credits. I like the stretchy cow neck.
That cow should have showed up again later somewhere. Missed opportunities.
What if the cow had come on their journey with them? Everything would have been
You ever
so
play the
different.
game
The story
Katamari
explanation for why the
Damacy?
cow doesn't come.
Because he's just tired.
Doesn't want to make
Like
the walk.
I've been to the
No.
mansion before.
Now, this is the first fight I had with Peter McConnell.
Do what?
Do you remember this, Peter?
Did you ever play the game
You were
Katamari
gonna mention that?
Damacy?
You were going to remember it.
Because the opening
no,
cutscene was too
think
long,
so.
and we,
It's like
we
a
always had a
game
problem
where
with too
it's
long
like a
opening
big
cutscenes, and so we were like,
ball
let's
pretty
split
much,
it
and you just
in
like
half and put an
collect
interactive
things
sequence. So there's an interactive
all
sequence
throughout
about to start,
the
but I seem to remember it was
Oh,
the wrong
never
time of
heard
day
of it?
because it's nighttime
No, I used to
outside.
play a game called
It
Marble
started in the
Blast.
daytime with the mutation scene, then it became nighttime.
Right.
But then
game
what
was
happened?
fun,
Then
too.
it turned into daytime at the
PS3.
end. That's what bothered you because the music couldn't make that transition in your mind.
Yeah, well, I think mostly I was crabby because you know we had to the cutscene and the interactivity required a bunch of programming in iMuse. And I'd finished it one way, and then you changed it to another. And so I think I came up with some sort of artistic argument that had to do with daylight like that. But
But that's an important thing to learn running a project, to not change things after someone spent hours and hours making something.
well, it was also an important thing to learn not to step way out of your bailiwick and tell the guy who's writing the scene how to write the scene.
Oh, there are bailiwicks all over the place in this game.
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually. Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard? Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do? Leaping lab rats! Dr. Fred. What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity! Whoops. Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river. Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor? Of course. That's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, through the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive. Have any people ever been hurt in this thing? Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
And then there's the porta potties, vessels.
Chronojons.
Yep.
Chronojons.
This, by the way, is an amazing full-screen animation before it was possible to do full screen.
And not actually animated. That's all. The background's all color cycling.
It's all color cycling.
A lost art in the world of.
I forgot about that.
Now that computers work like they should, you don't have to do that stuff anymore.
You know, if you look at Mark Ferrari's website, not that Mark Ferrari worked on this game, but he was the master of color cycling. And he has a whole website where he's done it in a more high-end way. Like with higher res color cycling, he just kept perfecting that to higher and higher resolutions.
Yeah, that stuff was crazy. He was into it, and then I think Bill Eakin was the one that inherited the mantle from him when he left.
All the lava in Indy 4.
Yeah.
Mhm. See, color cycling.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that was
Hoagie.
like 2-3 frame animations.
A little surf music for Hoagie. We always had a place for surf music in our games. That, the Bone Wagon theme.
Yep.
That's right.
I think that surf music was yours.
That was mine. Yeah, I did that last little sequence there.
Yeah, you know, the musically, this I believe was the last project that we all worked on. Certainly the last original title that we all worked on together, sort of equally as composers, where there was no lead composer and we all pretty much
panicked and freaked out together.
Cheap mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the largest specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogens and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
So did you get it?
The credits aren't done yet.
Damn. Some long ass credits.
Okay, am I right?
And then there's like
this
a
is finally
scene
the game started.
afterwards
The game,
that I gotta
all of that
watch
was
and
intro.
then-
All that was
The
intro.
game has now finally begun.
Tell me.
And then as soon as you walk off screen, we freeze again for another cutscene. Ah, okay, now we're playing.
So the original cutscene was like 7 minutes before we
added that brief, tiny introduction to... We always were wrestling with that, I felt, in adventure games. Like, you want to tell the story and set it up for, you know, the intro, but then you think of another, you know, before the intro, we should do this other little intro, and then you end up with all these, like, intros to the intros to the intros, and they get super long.
I feel like that's just because we were inexperienced writers.
No,
But some people like that. Some people like that you set the whole stage and then they're interactive, and some people are just clicking and they want to get to it.
Yeah, but we never respected those people, to be honest. We just clicked to get through it. The reality is you guys had a story to tell, and that's the way to set it up and get people...
Flash small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Okay. Come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world.
Ding, 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 ding. This is that we talked about a little bit when Dave and I played through. But in the
So as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, and you're a lot.
Get me out of here. I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
It's already open.
This beautiful 4,000-carat diamond can be yours today for the special rock-bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR-WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It's useless. No one will ever be interested in my design.
That was really disturbing when he shot himself, and then the stick goes right through his brain, which would be fatal. Very disturbing.
It's true. They would never.
But then he's got a depressed sigh afterwards, so you know he's fine, even though he's still suicidal.
You notice the nice pink box, the Chinese pink box that you get in Chinatown.
Is that for
That's
like
right
almond
there.
cookies? He's got like a little section of. How sad can he be?
I just thought that was donuts.
Well, it's true about that theme, the suicide theme, or cigarettes for another matter. I think we used to have characters sometimes
Yeah,
lighten up and
there was
stuff.
no ESRB when we made this.
Yeah.
I can't reach that from here. I can't reach that from here. Green!
Bernard!
What are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't. Does that.
Yeah. Hey!
What's up, Bernard?
See you later.
Yeah! Good luck and.
Wow, this is loud. Whew.
Rash of cow siblings. What the fuck?
Hey! I remember when I was trying to figure out and come up with the style, it was back in those days we didn't really have Google internet search stuff. So, all we had were 2 books that I studied from, and that was a Bugs Bunny book, compilation kind of thing, and Chuck-a-Muck, which was Chuck Jones's bio book. And I remember to do research we had to use VHS tapes. And we watched all those classic Saturday morning cartoon stuff, and we would pause and look at, or for me, I was studying, looking at these old cartoons, and except when you pause on a VHS, you always get the line.
Tracking.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
But that was how I was studying and trying to come up with, shapes and just study layout. And then, it worked out.
Hamster, does he do tricks?
No, he just sits so happy.
What happened to the old hamster?
I don't remember.
When I try, all I can think of is a flash of light and this horrible...
What was the horrible?
It was sort of like ding.
Well, hope I didn't get you too excited. Bye.
Peace be with you.
Hey, want to see a neat trick?
Sure.
Neat, huh?
My Pony Express stamp. You ruined my Pony Express stamp. Not to mention 5 years of therapy. Get out of my room.
Jeez, what a grump. You should really try to find some outlet for those negative feelings.
Did you?
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
Get out of here.
Now I just gotta beat the game without dying. And that will be easy. I don't have to worry about beating it in 5 hours. So I won't be rushing. Then I'll have platinum on it.
You fixed it. I guess I can forgive you now.
Sometimes I do stupid stuff and I don't even know why. As if my body were being controlled by some demented, sadistic puppet master.
Well, we all feel that way sometimes.
I'll just run to the Chronojon.
There's something in the Chronojon.
I'll use the Chronojon.
Ding, 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 ding. This is that we talked about a little bit when Dave and I played through. But originally, you could play all 3 characters right up.
How did we?
I'm trying to remember how we did.
How we referred to it to score it, because we would have had to play the game.
Actually, I'd probably slide off here, give me some breakfast and shit.